A new report circulating in the Kremlin today issued by Aerospace Defence Forces, ADF, doctor scientists is warning that the likelihood of a catastrophic +7 magnitude earthquake striking the Basin and Range Province of the United States within the next 7 days has increased to an over 70% probability, and which is due to the mysterious 41P/Tuttle-Giacobini-Kresák Comet that shockingly began to slow down over this past year and started exchanging plasma discharges with our Earth and Sun. The latest occurring within the last 36 hours when this comet struck our Sun, causing a massive solar flare and plasma discharge, and that was followed, 12 hours later, by an 8.2 magnitude earthquake striking the seas off the coast of Alaska. According to this report, and as we've previously noted in our January 17 report, mysterious comet begins firing at Earth as Michigan residents cower in terror. Over the past year, ADF doctor scientists have documented the unexplained mysterious orbital slowdown of the 41P/Tuttle-Giacobini-Kresák Comet to a near stop, and who during its slowing down, began to exchange plasma discharges with our Earth, not unlike directed interstellar lightning bolts that Western scientists have no concept of, as they've long been opposed to Russian scientific experts' adherence to the plasma cosmology research of Nobel Prize winner for physics Dr. Hans Alfvén, and who, in turn, had based his research into the electric universe theory on the early 20th century findings of the American philosopher George Woodward Warder, whose stunning theories were confirmed as being true, in 2008, by NASA. Upon the 41P/Tuttle-Giacobini-Kresák Comet slowing down last year and beginning to exchange plasma discharges with our Earth, this report continues, its first effects on our planet were the mysterious, and enormous, thunderclap-like sky booms being reported the world over, but that changed nearly immediately after the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, issued its strange January 1, 2018 New Year's Day geomagnetic storm warning notice, and which was followed, on 7 January, when vast regions of eastern Russia saw the night sky turn electric blue while sky booms shook the ground on January 10. When the night skies over Texas turned electric blue and a sky boom shook the ground, and, on January 16, when large regions of the United States saw the night sky turn electric blue with a sky boom shaking the ground there, too. Most concerning, however, to ADF doctor scientists about the effects being experienced on the Earth due to the 41P/Tuttle-Giacobini-Kresák Comet exchanging plasma discharges with our planet, this report explains, is that within days of NOAA issuing its strange geomagnetic storm warning on 1 January, as the Sun is in solar minimum with barely no sunspots occurring, the entire American continental region began experiencing an unprecedented outbreak of powerful earthquakes, to include the 7.6 magnitude earthquake that struck the Caribbean on January 9, the massive 7.3 magnitude earthquake that struck the coast of Peru on January 14, the 6.5 magnitude earthquake that struck the Gulf of California on January 19, the deep and strong 6.3 magnitude earthquake that struck Chile on 21 January, and that have now all been joined by the January 23 8.2 magnitude earthquake that just hours ago struck off the coast of Alaska. Unlike American earthquake scientists, who always downgrade the magnitude of earthquakes in order to keep their citizens pacified by using the propaganda technique lessening, this report notes, ADF doctor scientists use the first magnitude reading of an earthquake as it most accurately portrays what has occurred, thus meaning that the number of these earthquakes occurring within the same geographical area, and their great power, shows the American continental region is experiencing an earthquake outbreak of unprecedented proportions. Particular to note about today's 8.2 magnitude earthquake off the coast of Alaska, this report details, is that it occurred within 12 hours of the 41P/Tuttle-Giacobini-Kresák Comet starting to exchanging plasma discharges with the Sun, and that resulted in a massive solar flare and plasma ejection, while at the same time, ADF began noticing an increasing destabilization event occurring in the Basin and Range Province of the United States, and one of whose major cities located there, Reno, Nevada, is experiencing an unprecedented earthquake swarm that no cause can be found for. The Basin and Range Province, this report concludes, incorporates a vast area of the United States from Texas to Oregon but has been stretched up to 100% of its original width, causing this entire region to be subjected to extension that has thinned and cracked the crust as it was pulled apart, creating large faults, and whose pummeling over these past few weeks by this unprecedented American continental earthquake outbreak cannot much longer be tolerated, and whose most probable fault tension release will be in California, whose already massive fault system has been put under further strain by the Alaskan earthquake, but with ADF doctor scientists warning that anywhere within in this region, even to the entire American-Mexican coastlines, should now be considered as vulnerable, and whose next major +7 magnitude earthquake is expected to occur within days, not weeks.